So you're in your day job and you're starting to feel like you're being taken advantage of. You're beginning to look around but can't figure out quite yet what it is that you want to do. My name is Jeremy Montoya, and today I have for you 5 ways that you can begin to look outside of the day job so you can make a career for yourself. And all it takes is a mindset for you to achieve anything that you want. If you're already seeing the bigger picture, then kudos to you. Whether it's hard work, commitment, hello and thank you so much for tuning in to This Is Life TV. My name is Jeremy Montoya. So glad that you're here hanging out with me today. Be sure to stay tuned through the end of today's episode because I have a free resource for you that's going to make today's episode just a little bit easier. And today we're talking about how you can get out of the day job. And this topic is very near and dear to my heart because of an experience I had just a few years ago and a realization that I had. Basically, I saw one of my managers get fired who had the same ambition that I did with the company we were working for. We both wanted to retire from the company. We both love our job. We both love the people and the culture, and that's all we saw in our future. That day that he got let go changed my life because I realized in that instance that we don't have job security, and I was working for one of the best companies in the world. At that point in time, I already had a small business on the side, but I didn't quite know how I was going to use that to leverage myself out of the company and into my own business full time. So I began looking at resources and searching around for things that I could do. And I came across books like 4-Hour Workweek, and I came across others like Robert Himmler and Amy Sangster who were doing it already. So I began reading those books, diving through and figuring out how I could do it. And over time, I was able to transition from that company to a smaller business, and now I've been able to grow my client base and my follower base just by creating content, solving problems, and bringing ideas into the world. Today, I have for you 5 steps that you can begin to implement so that you can get outside of your job too. The first step is just to be thankful that you even have a job at all. I know some of you watching this right now don't have a job and are looking because you need to keep the lights on. But if you do have a job right now, just think of how blessed and how thankful that you are. I put this as step 1 because this is the most important thing, hands down, that you can do if you want to bring better opportunity into your reality. If you're not thankful and you're not showing gratitude for what you already have, who's to say that you deserve more? So be thankful for what you have. Begin expressing gratitude for the opportunities and experiences that you have gone through, and then let's see where it goes from there. Step number 2, escape as fast as you can. Okay, so I'm kidding about that one. But really, what you want to do as soon as you can is start putting a plan together while you have the momentum, while you have the energy, while you have the excitement, and while you're young. Because think about it, you will never be this young again. So we need to put a plan together, we need to get you out of there, and we need to get you out of there as fast as possible. Number 3, begin to think about what you're naturally good at and what you are already doing or what you're passionate about. In my last episode, I talked about what a side hustle is and where you can start to begin your side hustle or take your side hustle to the next level. So definitely watch that and then think about and keep in mind, what am I good at? What do I like doing? What comes natural to me? Because that's where you want to start. Think about the things that you're already doing. What makes you just a little bit weird compared to everybody else? What makes you stand out from your family, from your friends? Start there, begin to look around, and that's a great starting place for beginning a business or a side hustle outside of your 9 to 5. Number 4, and this one's kind of scary, but I want for you to fill in the powers at hand. Those powers I'm talking about are people like your managers, your family, and your friends. Now, you probably cringe at just hearing that, but there's no better way than filling in those around you who probably care about you the most and what it is that you're working on or how it is that you're feeling. What you want to say is just where your future lies. What it is that you're working on right now and what it is that you need to do in order to get there. When you have that kind of conversation with people, 1, it's a very mature conversation, so they're going to respect it as long as you approach it the right way. But the second thing that's going to happen is you're going to be able to talk about what experiences you can get in your current job, in your current role, so that that can help you once you're in that point. Now, I'm not sure what kind of job you currently have, and you have to get creative with it. But while you're there, spending your time and earning money, you may as well figure out some quick, simple ways that you can get more out of the job so that you can leave that role a better person and leave the company better than it was before. So begin to fill in those people at hand. Tell your parents, tell your siblings what you're working towards. Tell them that you don't have a plan in place and that you don't know what you want to do, but that you are looking. Start with what's natural, like I said, as step number 3, and you're going to be a huge leap outside of that place. Number 5, and this one can be hard because no one wants to do it, but evaluate your time. What time are you waking up and what time do you have to go to work? What time are you going to bed? What are you doing when you get home from work? After you add up all of that time, and you have your calculation as far as where your free time is and how much or how little of that you have, and then how much time you're giving to your job to earn money, I want you to just start spending 15 minutes each day on you and your future. What does that look like? That looks like being on the computer doing research before work. Maybe it's filling in your calendar so you can put in your work schedule and then you can put in what you're going to do after when you get home. Maybe you're going to go and listen to a podcast for 15 minutes or you're going to read for 15 minutes before work. Whatever it is, just spend 15 minutes. It's powerful because those 15 minutes compounded over time are going to add up to huge steps in the right direction. It's going to add up to you learning key things that are going to get you out of that 9 to 5 and successful in your side hustle and your business and your passion project. And it's going to leave you excited. You're going to see how far this can go in just a few short days. And you're going to begin to get into that habit. And you're going to begin to realize those 15 minutes are the most important you spend all day long. All right, so I lied. I said there was 5 steps, but I have a 6th. This one's going to be a bonus step just for you. Stop spending time on stupid shit. Look at your schedule and all the time and all the things that you're doing that you just wrote down. And don't spend time doing the things that aren't going to bring you back an investment, or at least start to scale back on those things. Things like TV, the radio, the news, and all of the things that they want in front of our eyes distracting us get us absolutely nowhere. You have to begin by trimming off the fat and taking away those things that are not going to bring you anything back and leave you any better. This step of all of them is the most important because a lot of us do stupid shit. So begin to think about the time that you spend in social environments, with friends, playing video games, texting, social media, whatever it is, and then ask yourself what's more important, that or you. If you're ready to start a business, pursue your side hustle, pursue your passion, and get outside of the workplace, then I have a free resource for you. Simply visit thisislife.tv/4download, the number 4 and then download. I put together a free resource for you that's not only going to make this simpler, it's going to pull it into perspective, make it quicker, and leave you better than you were before. Again, my name is Jeremy Montoya. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here today. If today's video brought you any value, please leave a comment in below, and here's what I want to know. Where are you spending time that you know you need to cut? Where's that fat that you need to trim? And where are you excited to deviate from and begin to implement those 15 minutes a day into? I'll see you guys over in episode 5 of This Is Live TV. Until then, don't quit the daydream and enjoy the rest of your day.
That's the Jeremy I know.
You like that?
Hell yeah.